You're listening to Mr. Allard's Neighborhood. Small town feel with big time ideas. After all, you are entitled to Brad's opinion. Here's your host, Brad Allard.
Well, 2026, and I got the Chamber of Commerce on as always. We're running a little late. You get a full schedule today, don't you, buddy?
Oh, yeah. It's been nuts over here.
Yeah, I know. So the other one that came before us ran just a touch long, and we had to rearrange and all this other stuff. And you got like 2 or 3 others coming after me. Well, they can wait.
What's
will
important
point
is
out
we're here now, right?
in this new year, it wasn't us that were late.
No, they were actually
we were on
Please
2
write
minutes
that
early. I
down.
lost the bet. Usually they come in 11:58 and go, "What are you worried about?" I was here all the time. But now here we are.
Dear diary.
Yeah, with the Chamber with Melissa and Candace, and it's a lot of fun. Coming up this next 3 months, you got a lot going on.
We always have a
Always.
lot going on.
Well, more than usual. You know that we're going to talk a lot about that business showcase in February because that's a
Okay.
big deal, and it's one of the best things you do. Of course, a lot of people talk about the breakfast and all that, and that's great, and we'll talk about that too. But as far as probably one of the biggest annual events is the showcase in at Pathway, and
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the date, but
Saturday, February 21st, which is also somebody's birthday.
yeah, did you do that on purpose?
No, I assure you, I did not do that on purpose.
So you could have people go, "Happy birthday!" And
I will be wearing my birthday either
Tiara?
or banner or something.
No,
You're
what you
gonna
have to
know.
do is what the students would do is clip money on their blouse or shirt, and people would hand them money because it's their birthday, you know. And
Feels different when you're older.
What if I clip a bill? What if I clip a bill to my shirt? Will someone take it and
Sponsor
be like, "Let me pay
my
that
Amazon
for you"?
card.
That's right.
the Amazon card. Well, anyway, here going to do all the sharing, but let's before we jump in and have all this tons of fun, let's talk about our sponsors. Our Place Restaurant. We'll be seeing you later this week. I like to go there every other week with this minimum Sunday school class, and we're just bellyache about football because we're past Trump ain't listening to us. So there you go. By the way, not to take any of your time, but a couple people asked me if I'm going to be doing a show about Venezuela, et cetera. I will when they have the schedule because y'all are pretty booked up this week, aren't you? Yeah, he's shaking his head over there. I caught him in the middle of
I was
something.
like, he's not talking
No,
about
that's
us.
fine.
We are booked up. Candace and I are super busy.
Well, that's good. So we'll be, talking about that when we get to it. Back to our place, back to Otto, since he's paying for this. I went to our place, too, for the first time during the holiday season, and it's the same quality of food and service. It's a little smaller, and maybe the menu's a little, less expansive, but it's still great food and great service. And a lot of the same people work the 2 restaurants. And so, you walk in there and, hey, I've seen you before, and so I don't know how they schedule things, but they basically, I'm sorry. Sorry, still got the dust in the air. Basically, they will,
It's still the same
Cover
for me.
shifts.
yeah, there we go. I got distracted here trying to
We're
shift.
like, let us help you.
Well, I try to get the sharing as done as quickly as possible during the commercials, but I don't multitask like I used to. Speaking of multitasking, there's also Gina's Pizza, and I'll be going there this week again because my wife is having a little get-together, and so get out of the house kind of thing for me, and so I'll just go to Gina's, and I'll watch the game, and I'll have a beer and a pizza, and it's a great
hang
place.
out.
Hang out. Maybe Otto will be there. Who knows?
I'm going to ask, have you tried the pickle pizza yet?
Not yet.
Gosh, bless it.
I'm going to ask him for a sample if he has
Yes.
some.
That's
and-
what I was gonna say.
Sample.
but
You commit when you don't know. You want to wait.
Trust me, it's so amazing. And if you don't love it, then just bring it to me. But you're going to love it.
okay, I'll bring it to you at 9:00 at your house. Just to,
That's fine.
and delivery. But anyway,
We'll leave it on the porch.
Gina's Pizza. You know where it's at? It's right off of Renfrew, right across the street from the Harvest House resale area. Also, thank you to our friend John Williams at Old Pro Roofing, 817-734-2756. I don't think it rained a day in December. And did you know that January is our second driest month, and right after August? And so it's a good time to get the house inspected before the spring rains. It's a good time to get the house inspected before we have some February event like we always seem to have. So 817-734-2756, and John will come inspect your roof for nothing. And he'll tell you, your roof's fine, or you need a few repairs, or you need a whole new roof. And if that's the case, he'll help you with the insurance, which is, death cage wrestling match. Pain in the butt. Well, I have to say, I have a Texas Farm Bureau, and they've been pretty good for me on a couple of events I needed them for. So I give a shout out to Melissa Harmon. Also, my friend Jeff Kelly, 817-781-0546. He's with the Wethington Agency. He and John are both members of BNI like I am, and he comes in, he says, "Hey, I'm Jeff. I'm your 5th favorite realtor," or something like that, But he's active with the chamber, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, yes. And so he's really a very pleasant man. And if you're going to be in with a real estate person all day, you need some good company, you know.
You want a good character.
Yeah, right. And he'll really does a good job. I mean, he knows where the sales are. He had one. I don't know if he still does, but he had one he was promoting at the last meeting over by the high school, by BHS. It's still the high school for us, right? Centennial's that other one. He had the other high school. And it's like, wow, that's a good bargain. And hopefully this year the rates will come down. So who knows? So 817-781-0546 or Jeff at jeffkellyrealty.com. And another chamber member. Ooh, House of Hope. Okay. That's fine too. Hit the wrong button, but it's all right. They don't mind the shout out. Crowley House of Hope. How you doing? Rich Hooper over at 88.3 The Journey. I don't know how long he's been a member of the chamber, but at least a year and a half.
A couple years, yeah.
And
we love Rich.
Well, he's been with them a couple years now, and this is a nonprofit radio station. So, any donations given to him are tax deductible. Of course, that'll be for this year's taxes. I hope everybody all the nonprofits got a last minute surge of giving, try to get into the tax season. But there you go. 88.3 The Journey is one of my wife's favorite radio stations.
We enjoy him.
Yeah. And he's a good guy. Rich is a good guy.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about chamber business. I don't know. Well, you tell me. You want to talk about the upcoming? You have something in about 2 weeks, right?
We do. Yep.
On the
Next
15th.
Thursday.
Oh, and so tell us all about that.
So that's going to be our winter luncheon. Good job. So this is where we're going to have a spotlight on our local nonprofits, and then we'll have fun by doing it like speed dating.
Speed dating. I pioneered speed dating when I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd show up and the date was over 2 minutes later. So, So, I know what
you're familiar.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
speed dating. I just got a headache. And,
Yeah, this is a fun one because it is different. We will have, like speed dating, the representative from the nonprofit will come to the table and they'll have their set time limit where they're going to just give their spiel and then they can ask a few questions. So you really get to have the time to learn from them what exactly they do, and then hopefully connect with ones that you can grow with, you can support, and you can suggest to others who need them.
Well, that's good, because that's the best thing about the chamber is that you get to know not just there's this business in town, but who's behind it, what kind of people they are. I've gotten to know a few people through the chamber events, and, they're good people. And it's a lot easier to not only just recommend them to others, but for yourself, right? Because when I had for example, we had a rodent problem about 6 months ago, and I called Tim Davis over at Alpha and Omega.
Yeah.
I would have called him otherwise, maybe if I just, looked through Google or something like that, but I knew about this guy already and through the chamber. And so it made it a lot easier and whatnot. And then also what I also like about the chamber is it's not just you get to know them, but they get to know you, and it's like an accountability thing, right? Because you know that you're not going to get hosed by somebody in the chamber, because if that happens, there's going to be...
We're all going to know.
We're all going to know. And so, so nobody... everybody takes that pretty seriously about the accountability piece, if you will. So January 15th, 11:30 at Pathway Church. What would we do without Pathway? I don't know.
I know. They save us all the time. We're very thankful.
Well, I know between them and First Baptist, that's about it. And I have Victoria on Thursday. And we talk about having like a civic center or whatever else. I don't think that's coming anytime soon, because we have all these other priorities and pressures, and we'll be talking about them. But anyway, I wish we did.
Still ask.
I'm going to ask.
Still say it.
I am, but I know they had the plan for it, and they have specs and all this other stuff, and like a action plan, if you will. But the money is going to be an issue, as it is with everything. But anyway, 11:30 to 1 p.m. Who's catering?
This is going to be Hard 8.
Hard 8. A lot of people love Hard 8.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it too. I mean, we have a lot of great barbecue places. And in fact, I was going to ask you about razzoos, all right, and all this, and if y'all's role in trying to fill that space, if there is any.
Oh, I don't know.
Can we move in?
Yeah, well,
That's my role.
that's a good idea, isn't it? Because I'll go up there.
Roll on in.
I go to your office spaces there on top of Babes. And it's like, look at all this space out here. I can actually touch both walls at the same time, So there you go. Oh, Alex Phillips.
Hi, Alex.
Alex, we're going to talk about razzoos a little bit later. Alex, you hang on the phone there, buddy, because,
You got questions.
Well, yeah, and I do have questions, and I'm going to get them on the show sometime in the next 4 or 5 weeks. It's like trying to get an appointment with the great and powerful Oz. But I'm going to ask him a few questions. But anyway, back to y'all's winter luncheon.
I think he's going to suddenly be busy.
Yeah. Oh, look at the
Not
time. Yeah.
So you're still able, you can still register to attend. We still have a few more spots for if there's any other nonprofits that would like to join. It is free for them.
So this whole thing is for nonprofits.
It's
It's for everyone,
everyone,
right?
yeah, that's what I
it's a normal
thought.
luncheon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it says nonprofit speed dating. So the nonprofit's going to be like showcased, right? Or
Yes.
or
Like I said, they'll go table to table, and each one will get time in front of hopefully everyone, depending on how many we have, and they'll get to have one-on-one. So they'll have their tables out front if they you can stop by then, but it's like designated teacher in front of your face. Listen to me. So that makes it a
Here's
little
the
more
needs
special.
they have. Here's how we can help.
Okay. Alex says about we were talking about razzoos. Nothing going on yet. Asking other establishments in Old Town to see what they would like to see that would complement the district.
Compliment the district.
Well, that's a good idea
That'd
because
go.
if another pizza joint moves in, I think
Right.
that's going to be a little bit redundant. I don't know, maybe a really good Chinese restaurant. I don't know. You think about the stuff that we have maybe fewer of. We have the Thai restaurant, and that's about it. I don't know. We used to have China Doll. You remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love
By
China
the
Doll.
Payless.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, the China Doll. I took my wife there, and there's this roach crawling across the panel.
Don't
work.
look at that.
And I said, don't worry about that. You know it's a good place if the roaches come here.
Man, it's always to go.
Yes.
It's to go.
Yeah, but anyway, so it's a nonprofit orientation, shall we say? But everybody in the chamber needs to come and
Absolutely.
and visit with these people. Who are the nonprofits that have already committed to this? Bad question. They all have.
I mean,
Several. Lots of them.
dozens. So I don't know. We've got all of our norms. Of course we've got Harvest House, Crazy 8.
Yep.
No,
They're coming.
Yeah.
You
What-
should.
what-
You
Next
want to know?
up.
You come.
Are you okay? I'll be on the air then.
Well,
Yeah, okay. Maybe
You
afterwards.
could be
and
on
drop
the
by.
air.
live.
I could maybe walk over
Live.
halfway through it.
Location. I
And
feel
you
like
talk to those guys. They're the ones. that
Josh
do
is
location.
psyched about it.
Yeah.
He's
Josh is just glad that we're not doing Bible thumping over here because that poor boy. I mean, he's getting more gospel than if he went to a month of Sundays. Ain't that right?
My contract states I should say no comment.
But anyway,
Nice.
Anyway, it's for everyone.
I know.
Nonprofits, they connect to the people in the community who are resources for not only them, but the people that they serve. And then it's a resource for the nonprofits to connect with other nonprofits to be able to be like, oh, I have that need. Let me be able to fill that for you. And they get in touch. This was our most popular luncheon last year. So it definitely is worth it for everyone.
absolutely. I'm sure the Next Step ladies will be there. They were on my last guested show, shall we say. And what we live in a community. What one of our great benefits in our community is that we have these nonprofits that work together. Because if let's say that somebody comes in and she has a need over at Harvest House that they can't meet, or like an infant or something like that, they send them to Next Step. Or Next Step, it's somebody that needs groceries, they'll send them there, or Promises, or wherever. And so they connect really well together. And it's really touching to see them get together like we do in September. Because they all get together and they're all friends and they're all supportive, and it's about the only time they really can get together just by themselves and they talk because there's a lot of pressures in nonprofit because you're always fundraising.
Yep.
You're probably familiar with that
I am
emotion.
super familiar with that. Yes.
It's 24/7.
Nonprofit ourselves.
It's I know. That's the hardest part about being a nonprofit is the constant, I don't know, ask, I guess, but this community, I think, responds pretty well. And so I'm really pleased about that.
Yes, we have a nice, generous
So
community.
gonna have a little barbecue, a little hangout with the
have
nonprofits, hang with your friends. It's going to be just a swell time.
Yeah. And then we'll do Attend It to Win It with Sierra Bank. And so we'll be giving away $500 in cash-ola.
I mean, like currency?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dollar bills, y'all.
But you will have to attend
Yeah.
it to win it.
And attend it to
Tis
win
in
it.
the name.
Sierra
Yes.
Bank. Is Kayla Jo going to be part of that?
Yes.
Kayla Jo Hoffman. Yeah. And she's so nice. Doggone
I
her.
just love her.
Yeah. So
Doggone her.
Doggone her, Anyway, but do you still have the Tuesday night thing coming up?
We do.
Okay, because this is like 2 days before that, right? It would be if you do it your normal schedule, it's a week from tomorrow. So I'm going to
Correct.
put you on the spot. Where is it?
I love when you put me on the spot. There's nothing I love more than being on the spot. However, this should not be an on the spot, but it is because everyone is interested and not nailed down for
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay.
So it's going to happen. I just don't have a location yet.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you.
That's on our to-do list today to get that nailed
You
down.
just put, you're going to be somewhere on Tuesday night.
You're busy.
And we're going to
next
have a good
Tuesday.
time.
From
Well-
4:30 to 6, you're busy.
Well, my schedule allows that this semester.
Excellent.
And so I'll be more prominent in those Tuesday night things because those are fun. And, everybody, puts out a little spread and whatnot. And so we'll be looking at the email. I'm sure you'll be sending us a blast
Yes,
mail.
of course.
We sure will.
And the Book of Faces, everything it'll be out there.
Book of Faces, huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We're fun. We will have fun.
Oh yeah,
Come
I
join
always
the
enjoy
fun.
it, and it's
Next
relaxed,
Tuesday.
and I guess there's a little networking and passing the cards, which is what it's
There
about.
always is.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, but it's not like hard sale time,
No.
No.
You don't
but
back
that's
somebody
where
in the
it's like
corner.
the casual. I'm probably puffing my hair. See, if I talk, then I can see that my hair's
No,
getting
no,
puffed.
it looks great. It looks wonderful. Cover of Vogue.
Oh, thanks. But it's the casual, and that's where you do that real connection, and you're sharing what you do, and then that's I really had a good conversation with that person, and then you remember them for the next time.
Well, that's how I remember Tim Davis. Was I met him at a Tuesday night thing.
It wasn't just a passing of a business card and a selling. It's a getting to know.
Yeah, and so I always enjoy the fact that you can have a little, I don't know, they have a little charcuterie board or something like that, and sometimes they have wine, sometimes they don't, depending on who's throwing the party, but it's not a place to get your drink on,
Right.
I mean, it's 4:30. It turns into after 5.
4:30. I don't know. If we're getting drunk at 4:30. We should.
Well,
We have another meeting for you to go to.
yeah, that's right. I guess so. Hi, my name is Brad, and anyway, no,
Hi, Brad.
I'm on step 3, which is bellyache and complain. Anyway, they have had. I know the last one I went to was one over at Texas National. No, the bank. What's the bank over across from QT? Tim Sutherland's bank.
Yeah, National Bank.
National Bank of Texas. Okay, I thought that was the right name. And and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And what I like about it also, I saw 3 other bankers there, so it's not like, okay, we're here to scope the joint out.
Yeah,
and
no, they're
spy mission or whatever. Oh, we're gonna leave this suitcase behind, under the desk, and what
I
happened?
feel like we've seen you since then, though. You were at 1611.
I thought so.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot them too.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, it was. I like 1611.
Yeah.
We do stuff at BNI. Sometimes we do our little one-to-ones, and we've done that over there.
Yeah,
a
it
couple
is fun.
places.
I liked it.
That and another popular place besides Otto's Joints is that Daydream Coffee place,
Oh,
which I'm sure y'all quite familiar with. You're right across the street.
right across
from,
the street. Yes.
Do you drink coffee?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do too. It's obvious. It gets me through the day. Anyway, so January 13th, 4
Come
to
see
6.
us.
Yeah, just be TBD. Be aware. Now, usually these things are kind of scheduled way on out.
Yes.
And we've got all the
January is
rest of them.
Yeah, we have all the rest of them.
Well,
January is a tricky one. I think
yeah.
it just is everybody's really busy and towards the end of the year. And
They don't think about it until it's kind of too late.
yeah, so
Planning out people. Yeah, they've already scooped up, the rest of the year is almost, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, there's like maybe
two.
three,
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
or 3 left for
So
26.
it's just that January they're
Is Kayla got one on already
I don't
scheduled?
know for 26 if she does or not.
She doesn't let it lie there too long. I know she always likes to have one towards the end of
Yeah,
the
I'll
year.
have to double check on that.
Yeah.
She may already be down.
Yeah.
Island Massage was December's, and
Yeah.
she's booked for next
She's booked.
December. That's her thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was fun. You could have wore your shirt.
I wear
And
these shirts
fit right
everywhere.
in.
You know.
I know you
This
do, but
time
at
it
least
would
that
have
would
fit
have
in.
worked.
This time I would stand out. Okay. So 13th, 4:30, and then 11:30 on the 15th. But the
Yes.
big thing is February 21st. All right.
Right, because it's my birthday.
Besides that,
Oh.
Yeah, no, the showcase 10 to 2,
Oh,
the pathway.
yes.
That
That
thing.
one.
Yeah.
That one.
Let me just say to my vast listening audience, if you only make a few civic events a year or fewer, go to this one because you'll meet a lot of people, and it is not just people with private enterprise. There's a lot of nonprofits there as well, and there's also a lot of community oriented things, civic oriented things. I know it's like the city of Burleson's part of this. They pay.
Yes.
And you can ask representatives of the city about what's going on with them, and who do I pay this bill to, and that kind of stuff. Because you'd be surprised, because a lot of people don't know who to contact in City Hall. They just call City Hall and say, I need to talk to somebody about something.
Oh, they call us and ask that too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
They think
yeah,
you're part
too.
of the city? Yeah, okay.
We're Google.
Part of everything.
Yeah, well, of course, you're like, the mob. You got a hand in everything. Anyway, February 21st, 10 to 2. When is the deadline for signing up?
Not until later. You got plenty of time.
Yes.
Mhm, okay.
Plenty of time.
I know what that means.
Yes.
I caught you again.
Means I have the tables all reserved. We have
We're gonna fill
plenty
'em
of
up.
tables. We're going to fill them all up. Don't worry about when you need to apply. Just do it before the 21st.
Our friends over in Cleburne, Classic Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Hi.
You know them, do you?
I do know them.
Happy New Year's from Classic Chevrolet Buick GMC of Cleburne.
It's a
Happy
mouthful.
New Year.
My dad drove a Buick. But no, really. Then we'll just check out the website. No, yeah. But anyway,
They'll be there.
Yeah, they will be there. Our friends in the picture at Century Security, they'll be there
Yeah.
again.
oh, that's Sarah's new group. Well, she's
It
with
is
them.
Sarah's
Yes.
new
Yeah. Sarah, of course, without Sarah Roberts there, you still giggle as much with Candace? Like, because, y'all, every time I go over there, or every time you've been on the show, it's like, ladies, can I get a word in? Because they're all,
No.
kind of laughing, cutting up.
Yeah, we're fun.
Okay, good. Yeah. So how many tables do you have?
We have enough for 100 currently, but I am plenty happy to order more tables. So it does include, it's a free event for the public to come to, but vendors do have to pay to attend and
Right.
register, and everything's on our website, burlesonchamber.com. And it does include the table. So you just bring all the goodies and items for your 6-foot table that we provide. And then we're working with the police department, Colin Gregory. He's the greatest. He's helping us with a blood drive. We're going to be doing the Police versus Fire blood drive on that day.
That's
as
funny
well.
that Colin Gregory's doing that because he's afraid of needles.
That's really funny. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Well, we were at an event. It was a Tuesday night event over at Texas Health over in West Burleson, and I don't know how he got on the topic, and he said, "Oh, I just hate needles. I just don't." Like, you're a Marine,
First of all.
yeah. But I think he was talking about because diabetics sometimes have to prick their fingers, and I said,
Well, those are nothing.
yeah, it's just like you just do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm a diabetic. I don't
Maybe
even notice
because
it.
it's smaller, it's more annoying.
Oh, it's
Like when you
annoying.
pull just one hair versus like 3 or several, it's not.
I won't test that theory, no. But as far as and he's just like, "Ooh, I just can't stand needles." Like, you're kidding me! All the time you're
He's
Marines,
gonna be
they-
the first to give.
So you have to corral Colin and have him strapping down the table. hook
That's
him
why
up
he's
to
going to
the-
make sure to have all the people come out.
Yeah,
So he doesn't
He's going to
have
organize.
to. Yeah.
He's one
big
one
baby.
less.
Anyway, that's good. So
Yeah,
blood
that'll be fun.
drive, and last year I remember. I don't
Do you
know.
remember?
I remember last year. Yes, barely. They had Station 330 was there giving out
Yes.
samples. They had the best queso.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are down or not, and
They
we
probably
need
will.
to do that.
Well, it's
If you
like
have-
Who doesn't
Haven't.
want queso?
Come on.
well, you know how it is. You say, "Oh yeah, it's in my mind. It's
Right.
planned," and then wait, a deadline's Tuesday. Okay, we'll get with it. I know B and I will be there. And now here's the thing, though.
Here's the thing.
No, we got to make this clear because we don't. People pay to be here, right?
Correct.
We don't want to have to tell somebody no who just walks in and starts handing stuff out.
Right.
You know, if you want to come hand your cards out, you want to come, you know, give samples,
face-to-face time.
pay to be there, guys.
Yeah.
This isn't
Get a table.
This isn't charity. Yeah, because but I don't know if that's a real problem.
I mean, it's happened a couple of times,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'll tackle somebody real quick. So I don't know that.
Well, I know, but you like to avoid that
but I
conversation.
don't want to.
Yeah. you know.
It really, I think people have been either understanding of they get what the event is, or they're just not going to do that. So if it is brought to our attention, we do definitely let them know, like, hey, that's not what this is about. If you're going to give that out, you should have gotten a table. And if you don't have a table, then you're here to gather information and resources and meet people rather than try to get business from the vendors.
I haven't seen that happen, but I'm not paying attention like y'all are. So I mean, I just go around. What I do is also, pens, notepads, you know,
You get your school supplies
koozies,
for
you
the
know.
year.
Yeah, no kidding. Because first of all, I have the Midas touch when it comes to writing pens. You put them in my hand and they die. All right, and so I mean, I'll go through a lot of pens. It's like
I think that's a different touch.
Yeah, no, not so
The
good.
devil's touch or something.
I know they just die, and so I need a lot of
brings
pens in my
value.
house. And my accountant, who does all my stuff for this show, John Stanley, another shout out. He has like this massive box of promotional pens. So every time it's time to do taxes, I take about 2 dozen with me, and that's
Funny. Well, I feel like John needs to be a vendor at our event and give out the pens.
I'll
John
ask.
Stanley, come on out.
We'll be waiting for
I'll
you.
be talking to him this week because I have a
Come
couple
and
of
knock on our
questions.
door.
Thank you.
Come and knock on our door. Three's Company, really?
Yeah, you got
Company
it,
too.
right?
That was my generation, and I hated the show then.
We got it on reruns at Nick at Night, but
It was so dumb.
Whatever.
Now you got me off track. Anyway, but they come in, you know, we're probably about 9:30 to set your table up, and then last year you had it in their main foyer, and then I guess in their gym, gym area. And is it going to be that full again? You think?
Yeah, well,
bigger.
They
bigger, better,
they had
all the things.
I remember last year they also had stuff from Andy's Custard. That was great. They had some Cupcake Lady from Crowley, I think, was there. I know this is me.
I remember 100 people.
Yeah.
Like, who?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the queso. I remember the table guy whose the company name totally escapes me right now. I'm so sorry, but
which
he
now?
like carves these massive, amazing
Oh yeah.
Well, table guy
tables.
come back.
Yeah,
That sounds
he
nice.
is coming back.
Okay.
How about Jessica Bolin? That's where I met her.
She'll be there.
Good. Because
I know her name.
Well, she was with us for about a year at BNI, but she just couldn't, between 4 kids and her other duties and her job, she's church duties.
And she's on 2 different
she just
volunteer
says-
groups for the
right.
chamber
For us,
too.
yeah.
So.
She just said, I just can't do this, and neglect other things. And so God bless her. She's a very, just a really
She's
nice
amazing.
person.
Yeah.
And that's how I met her there. And I met Thomas France, I can't get that right, over at Hawkeye Plumbing. He's now part of our group. So yeah, it's benefited BNI.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, as a vendor, getting those business to business connections, that's totally worth it while you're there as well, for sure.
Yeah, and there's food trucks, I bet.
There
Yes.
will be, yes.
Yeah.
They were a hit last year.
They
the
are.
Macho.
So it's just a great time to, I mean,
To be alive.
you're out. It's a Saturday. It's easy. Come walk through, see all the things.
Well, I
be
saw
free.
a lot of last year or the year before. The weather wasn't particularly good,
Yeah.
and so you had a bigger crowd, right? Because what are you going to do? It's raining or whatever, and so
I feel like either way, people are getting out. If it's like when it's raining, you don't want to be stuck inside. So come do this. It's free. Why
you
not?
can't do
so
the
then get
outside
out.
stuff.
Yeah.
you know.
And then it's pretty outside, but we're already outside. Let's just see what's happening in here. And then they
Yeah.
did. And,
Well, how long has this been going on? I know this is something you inherited, so to speak.
it is.
But
I did inherit it. I think it is the 3rd or 4th year.
I think it's the 4th because I remember when your predecessor Gabrina did it. I think it was the first time, and BNI was part of it then.
Okay.
And so I think this is the 4th time. Okay, I'm going to give you your own history. Good grief. Anyway, and it's like I said, it's a really great thing as far as pricing.
4th. I think this is 4th.
Pricing, let's let them find out on the website because I know that maybe the nonprofits might get a smaller. No,
Not at this, no.
not this.
Member, non-member.
Right.
Yeah, member, non-member.
Member,
and
non-member.
then,
Okay, I get you.
Electricity. So if you have something fun that you need to plug in, you can do
One of
that.
these
There are
guys.
limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Did you get that, Josh? There, we're going to have to put that.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah, you look like you're
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know.
You're going back to your rave days, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, anyway. But so it's member, non-member pricing. That's different.
Correct.
Okay,
yes,
good.
That's the difference.
All right. Well, we already decided just to, Jeremy's going to take care of that for us.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Well,
Jeremy's
he's not
that guy.
He's not the president.
He's not the chair anymore. He's been whatever. He's been
rotated off.
downgraded
Yeah.
to past chair. So
Yeah.
he'll still spend a year on the board.
Yeah.
But he just has a different role this year. And Aaron Samuels is the new chair, and that's
Mm-hmm.
exciting.
Well, that chair isn't meant to be like, until you croak like a
Right.
Chinese Communist Party.
Goodness no. It's only a year. So when you're finished, you serve as vice chair, or excuse me, as past chair, and then you roll off, and you have to be off for a year before you can be asked or come back on.
Well, he was. We have similar rules at BNI. He was our chapter president for 2 years, and that's the max. So Greg Williams is now our new chapter president.
Greg.
You
And
Greg.
he's actually the chair of the ambassadors group for us. So
you still got connections there.
yeah,
And it's really, Greg is one of the nicest men you'll ever
he
meet.
is.
And sometimes when he's running our BNI meetings, like, come on, Greg, come on, keep moving, because he's like,
Little guy.
well, no, he just kind of wanders off over here.
Don't we all?
And we start talking. No, Greg, back on topic. Okay, and he's a good sport about it. But so
Kind of like this, just sort of right on.
yeah, right. Well, there's every time I have you ladies on, or when Sarah is on. Anytime the chamber's on, I know it's going to be a very stream of consciousness conversation. It kind of just comes out.
Where the wind blows us.
Yeah. Now, as far as breakfast, and business over breakfast,
Business over breakfast.
is that's
Still my favorite? Yes, it is.
starting again? That'd be last Tuesday this month.
Yes, Tuesday.
My DBU schedule prevents me from coming. I have 8:00 classes Tuesday and Thursday.
Listen, who's your academic dean? Let me reach out to them and
Believe me.
excuse me.
Yeah, they'll say he needs to be here. So, you can have him more as the semester. I mean, yeah. So don't.
But
Oh,
speaking
good
of
job, Josh.
DBU, my son got accepted, and I'm going to need more information. I just realized, 'cause
Absolutely.
you said those words.
Well, we could talk afterwards.
Yeah.
And your son made a good choice. And
I didn't say we've accepted.
Oh,
He was
oh.
accepted.
Need more info.
Well, okay. Well, it's good. It's a good place to go to school. I really endorse it for a lot of reasons, and not just because they pay me to go teach there, but I've met some really, really nice kids there.
Well, do you like the soccer coach? Because I'm going to need that guy.
I've had many girls soccer players though.
Oh.
All right. I don't know I think I've had only one male soccer player, but I don't hear much grinching about coaches at all. DBU has really been putting some emphasis on, being competitive. They of course had the baseball team and all that, but I know they're trying to push the soccer programs. And the basketball team last year went to the Division III Final Four. All right, so yeah, it was a big deal. They're actually on TV. Anyway, business over breakfast, January 27th, over at the Brick. You're going to have the Centennial crew cater it again.
No,
Not this time.
Yeah, they're not catering this one for us.
So who's going to cater it? You got to have breakfast. Who's going to do it?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Texas.
Probably Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie over Texas Brewery. Yeah, okay. Well, she catered our BOF, our Opportunity Fund breakfast last October. They do really good.
They do amazing. Yeah.
And I've been to a couple other events. I went to a Next Step event a couple of years ago. They catered that, and I said, "Man, this is pretty good." Because a lot of times, most time catered food is fine, but it's rare that it goes, "My goodness, this is like restaurant quality here."
Yeah, like actually good.
Yeah.
What does she call it? Is it a brew crew? Because it's the morning. I think. I mean,
I like it.
because it goes both ways.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. And they host some stuff for the business community as well, I believe.
Always,
Yeah,
always
so,
helpful.
I think there's something that's during the week as well.
There is. There's I don't know what it is, but
Burleson
there's
Connections or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same time the B&I group meets, so we're competing, doggone them. But anyway, 7:30 to 9 a.m. over at the Brick, and I have heard this is really the place to be.
it is
is.
the place to be. I've been trying to tell you.
I know, but I can't help it. They
I'm
assign
just-
me my classes, and I'm going to say, "No, I'm sorry, Professor. Sorry, Dean.
Breakfast
Actually,
is
that's what I'm-
on.
I want this class at this time,
I don't feel
and
like that's
I want
asking too
pudding with my
much.
lunch. Yeah, you kid, I'm an adjunct. We lackey is another term. So when they say we want you to teach a class from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. and over in the hood,
And you're gonna
yes,
go,
sir.
okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
I'll do
sir,
that.
doctor. I'll be there. I have a class on Wednesday nights, a DBU extension course, I guess, or it's a class over at the Christ for the Nations Institute.
Okay.
Yeah, over in Dallas. That's the hood.
That is the hood.
But yes, and so
I hear.
Yeah, but they're nice people over at CFNI. But it's a DBU course because they're trying to get some of these guys are trying to get college credit for and whatnot. But anyway, back to the all. January 27th, 7:30 to 9 a.m. You also mentioned something you got going on in March, I believe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was like, "What's happening in March?" I was still stuck on business over breakfast and how big it is, and
All
like
right,
125 registered attendees every single month now, at least.
Okay,
And
let's talk about that. 125, you say?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a whole bunch. It used to be what, about 24 maybe?
Yeah, it used to be just a whittle girl. And now it's all grown up.
She's a big Bertha.
What do you think? How do you account for the growth of it? I mean, what have y'all done to make it grow? You've had to do some work to get it to grow. It isn't just like on its own.
No, we're not just smiling and looking pretty.
Yeah, what have y'all done to make
We
this
do
work?
that,
I
but
mean,
Well, you do
Right?
that already. I mean, really. But how did you make it grow to such a big deal?
I think the others see the success
Yeah.
and enjoy it the same, so they're inviting others.
yeah. I honestly feel like my answer is, but we didn't do anything.
Yeah,
we
true
just,
organic.
We
growth.
just really the diplomats, because this is where the event came from, just genuinely put together a great program that actually speaks for itself, and the results of putting in your time that once a month for an hour and a half really have been very fruitful, so much so that 125 people at the minimum decide to commit that time to come, and everybody gets to hear about your business and hear your needs or come and support you with this thing. And then again, making those connections. But I think the biggest thing is that it really does build relationship. Like, it is the number one relationship builder. And so many good things have come out of that.
Well, Jeremy and Greg have sung your praises at the BNI meetings about business over breakfast. They highly endorse it, and it's not just because they're members and kind of involved in the structure of y'all's group. It's they say it's the place to be, and so here you go. So 125, and you're gonna run out of space pretty soon if it keeps growing.
We have, yeah. We've had to shift from, we were in one of the like party rooms at the Brick, and now we've had to move to the gym at the Brick permanently for right now. Because where do we go? We're too
Back
big.
to that conference.
Yeah.
Space we're lacking.
Okay, I'll talk to Victoria. I have such sway. I have the mayor on, I think the 12th. That'd be next Monday. I'll shake him down too.
Or we will talk with Alex and we'll go into Razoo's, because that's a big enough space. We'll just have our own.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, well, I mean, if it's just going to sit there empty, why not? We'll see. But I don't know if Alex is still listening. He's so busy. He's too busy shaking down.
But Aaron
business.
Ash is listening.
Aaron Ash from Cleveland. He listens every time. He always says hello from Cleveland. So thank you, Aaron, for being such a faithful
Hi,
listener.
Aaron. Thanks.
No, but the March thing.
Yes.
You mentioned that.
Awards. It's award season.
Oh,
It is award
yes.
season.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Awards
Yes.
banquet. Remember out there, vast listening on, it's two L's in Allard. Okay, there you go. We need to talk about Citizen of the Year. Look at you,
That's
like,
right.
yeah, she's like, yeah, sure. Okay, so it's a banquet. Where's this banquet going to be out here?
We have already discussed this.
No,
previously,
wait,
discussed it
no.
earlier.
Well,
Oh, that's
yeah,
fine. I'm
I
sorry.
said words.
Well, you have to get it to, it's put it together. You will.
What we have to do is to tell you that it's on Thursday, the 26th.
26th.
At the
26th.
house. You're right.
Well, you got other things
This
coming
is
up.
our
and it's more-
information.
you got these other things coming up that's got your
yes.
attention
Key
more. You got-
information here. Thursday, March 26th. I like to, it says attire. We're going to dress to impress. And then in parentheses, we have dressy but not formal.
So I have to wear-
That was such a hard thing last year whenever I was
down.
asking them to actually dress up, but it was like, well, but what does that mean?
The tie?
Well, cocktail tends to be kind of
Risque?
little risque. That's a good way to say that.
Well, I'll be there for that.
And so I had to be more
Put that
specific.
out there. I'll come.
Yeah, you're gonna have risque dressed ladies there. All right.
Slightly longer, less
Okay.
cutouts.
Got
you
it.
know?
Yeah, I know.
It is going to be a good time. We are still working on some things and it's going to be great.
Well, you know, you got these other things going on. I'm sure you'll find a place. You know, or maybe Razoo's will be
We have
available for that.
options, sir.
Yes, that's right. And well,
The good thing is, anytime we do something to completely toot our own horn, like we do a good job, we have fun. The food's going to be delicious.
Yes.
You're going to laugh. You're going to have a good time. There will likely be drinks. You're going to enjoy them. You're going to like just everything. So just come.
The Citizen of the Year last year, wasn't that, that would be Lisa Schwartz, was it not? I believe it was.
Yeah.
It was.
I think it was.
It was Lisa Schwartz. Yeah. Another chamber member.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So again,
is a
2
good thing.
L's and Allard. All right. You got it. Okay.
Is that what you're looking for?
No,
The one you want?
I promise you, I'd be embarrassed to receive that award, even if I was talked. I'm not going to be nominated. All right. But there's so many other people that deserve it. Much more deserve it. You know, all those people that work like, you know, these nonprofits and community things and whatnot. Lisa Schwartz was a worthy
Absolutely.
winner of it because not just because of her business, but because what she does for the community. So there's numerous people that really put a lot of time into this community, much more than I do. So I'd be like, I'm not going to win, and I'm glad of that because I'd be embarrassed to accept an award that probably is more deserving as somebody else that's been, you know, working these kind of events and nonprofits and whatever else without a lot of publicity. So yeah,
Nevertheless, Allard has 2 L's.
2 L's. Yeah, okay.
So, but keep those people in mind, the businesses, the people from 2025 who have made an impact on you or the community, because those are the people that we're going to need y'all to nominate for to be able to have a show in the first place. So we can't award an award that hasn't been nominated. So
Tell them how to look out for that.
Right. Now, so this is kind of, I don't know if we call it on the back burner. Yeah, I know. It's on the back burner right now because you got to take care of next Tuesday, next Thursday, and 5 weeks from now.
there's like 10 events that are going to happen before this one for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
So
but
keep
the
it on your
nomination
schedule.
forms will go live. Like we'll put that in an email. We'll put that in our newsletter. We'll put that on our Facebook. So if you're not following Burleson Area Chamber of Commerce on Facebook or Burleson Chamber on Instagram,
Please do.
or subscribe to our newsletter, like please do. 'Cause
Click
that's
all
where
the things.
all the information
Well,
is.
I do all those things. So there you go.
Like, follow.
Oh, yeah.
Share,
like, follow,
invite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we got a tight schedule with Josh today. So we'll probably.
You think we're already done? All right. That's fine.
No. Oh, no. You got more to talk about?
We can go for hours.
Yes, I'm
Hours.
quite sure of that. But still, I got to think of Josh's schedule.
I'm paid by the hour. I don't know what you're talking
Right.
about.
That's right, Josh. Good answer.
Paid by the hour.
But it's fine. I have things to do.
I don't
Yes.
know you do.
I can't
Happy
stay.
New
So
Year.
yeah, Happy New Year. Y'all summate what we need to know about the chamber for in the next 90 seconds.
What?
In the next 90
seconds,
seconds,
give
tell
the
us about the
spiel.
chamber.
Go.
Give the spiel. Give the sales pitch.
Come and check us out. If you haven't been to something of ours yet, we are not your grandpa's chamber, as I like to say. It is new, it is different, it is fresh and fun, and actually fun. So come to something. It's not always just for members. It doesn't always cost money, but we would love for you to be a part of our rapidly growing community. And like we mentioned before, we're a nonprofit, so we actually don't exist without your membership.
Your support.
That's annual, and then your support of our events and showing up and being a part of things. So come and check us out. We're a good time.
Absolutely.
We are a delight.
I'll see you next Tuesday wherever y'all land.
Wherever we land, because you're going to.
Well, it's going to be close. It's in the community. It's not like we're going to do something. It's an hour away. It's going to be like a 5-minute drive wherever.
Right.
All right. Thanks for showing up. We're gonna have you again certainly early in February because you got that showcase.
Because we have to talk about my birth. I mean, showcase.
Yeah, your birthday too. The national holiday that
I
it is.
will want
Exactly
cake.
right. Oh yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Josh, for being so quick on the screen. Yeah,
Yes,
wonderful.
you're a
Is he
great
just he's a treasure. What can you say? He's
A treasure indeed.
He's worth the $6.45 an hour we pay him.
Wow.
I know. He's just cut me off. Anyways. All right. Thursday, we're going to have Victoria on, and we'll talk about that meeting place, but we're also going to talk about really exciting stuff like the stormwater runoff fees. That, that's what they deal with in the city, and that gets really controversial. You think, it's no big deal. No, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so she's going to talk about that. And also, I'm going to mention, when they closed Razoo's, a lot of the people on Facebook were talking about, because it wasn't the food, it wasn't really the restaurant, it was the parking situation. I'm going to let her address that as well, because personally, I'm not thinking that's as big an issue, but apparently was for some.
I don't know if I'm supposed to have an opinion
Go
on it,
ahead.
but I feel like there are other cities that we frequent that we park and walk and knowingly
accurate.
park and walk to without issue. So I'm okay with getting in some steps.
Yeah, we may need to get used to that.
Well, it's like when I go downtown.
Sundance.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was thinking downtown Fort Worth. Nobody parks in front of where they go.
No, I was in Fort Worth yesterday, and we had to walk. We were on the street, and we circled.
We're not even having to parallel park here like we do in Fort Worth.
That is true.
It could be worse.
Oh,
y'all.
it
We
is
could
worse.
parallel parking. We can't even park straight.
Well, it used to be in Fort Worth. I don't want to get on them, but they used to have after a certain time that some of the parking was free, right? And it still is on the street, but not when the Basses redid their management after COVID, and now you have to pay regardless. And their parking lots spots, and it just I think that's not a good idea. But anyway, I'll let Victoria address that issue.
So we can walk, and we're not having to pay for parking.
Yeah, and they just finished the parking lot right by our church, and we share.
Oh
it.
yeah.
And we share it. First Baptist uses it on Sunday, and then y'all use it. Downtown uses it like on Friday and Saturdays and stuff like that, and
And we're going to use the one across the street from First Baptist for our car show later in the year.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah.
I love that car show.
Yeah.
Last year, I was going to Oklahoma and I missed it, so I'm going to do it this year.
I'm
Aaron
going to get
says,
you a
"Great
copy
day."
of our schedule because you always seem to be busy on
I know.
all of
Why
our
you
stuff.
do that to us?
Just a busy guy. All right. Anyway, come back Thursday, with your questions for Victoria, and we'll have a great time. And we will see y'all next week. Thank you, ladies.
Okay, bye.
Have a good week.